Imagine waking up to the deafening roar of missiles tearing through your city, buildings collapsing, families fleeing in terror. That's the nightmare unfolding right now in Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city, as Russia unleashes one of its deadliest attacks yet. At least 10 killed, dozens wounded, and the strikes keep coming. Welcome to Joel Updates, your no-nonsense source for global geopolitical news. Today, we're breaking down this shocking escalation in the Russia-Ukraine war. What happened, why now, and what it means for the world. Stick around, this is heating up fast. The devastating strikes on Kharkiv. Let's dive straight into the heart of the horror. On March 7 to 8, 2026, Russian forces hammered Kharkiv with a massive barrage of drones and missiles. Reports confirm at least 10 civilians dead in the initial wave, with numbers climbing as rescue teams dig through rubble. One missile slammed directly into an apartment building, turning homes into infernos and trapping residents inside. A heartbreaking scene. Firefighters battling blazes amid secondary explosions, while air raid sirens wail non-stop. Kharkiv, just 30 miles from the Russian border, has been a frontline hotspot since day one of the invasion. But this feels personal. Targeted strikes on civilian areas, energy grids, and infrastructure. Witnesses described raining fire, Shahed drones swarming like locusts, followed by hypersonic missiles that no defense can fully stop. Why Kharkiv? It's Ukraine's industrial powerhouse, a rail hub, and a symbol of resistance. Hitting it hard disrupts supplies to the east and breaks civilian morale. Casualties include women, children, everyday people just trying to survive. Over 60 injured in one report, with hospitals overwhelmed. Wave after wave, Russia's relentless assault. This wasn't a one-off. Russia rained missiles and drones across Ukraine, killing at least 6 more in separate strikes. From Kyiv to the Donetsk front, over 100 projectiles in a single night, the biggest barrage in weeks. Energy infrastructure took a brutal hit. Power plants crippled, leaving millions in the cold as winter lingers. Flashback to the 22nd of February 2026, another massive strike on energy grids. Reuters called it major missile drone assault, blacking out swaths of the country. Fast forward to now, and it's the same playbook. Overwhelm Ukraine's air defenses, sow chaos ahead of potential spring offensives. Bloomberg reports 7 dead in Kharkiv alone from this latest barrage, part of a pattern that's killed thousands over 4 years. Details from the ground. Ballistic missiles like Iskanders, cruise missiles from the Black Sea, and those cheap Iranian-designed Shaheds. Ukraine downed dozens, but enough got through to devastate. One expert called it Russia's revenge for failed advances, punishing Ukraine for recent counterstrikes. Ukraine strikes back, ATACMS and scalp missiles. But Ukraine isn't sitting idle. In a bold retaliation, Ukrainian forces obliterated a Russian Shahed drone storage site in Donetsk using Western-supplied firepower. Kyiv Independent confirms Scalp and ATACMS missiles, long-range precision killers, turned Russia's drone depot into scrap. Picture this. Deep inside occupied territory, high-tech Western missiles rain down on ammo dumps packed with hundreds of those deadly one-way drones. It's a game changer. Ukraine proving it can hit back hard, disrupting Moscow's production lines. These strikes signal to Putin, every barrage you launch will mirror tenfold. Why does this matter? Shaheds are Russia's cheap terror weapon. Low cost, high impact on civilians. Destroying storage cripples their drone swarm tactics. This comes amid reports of Ukraine ramping up drone production itself. A drone versus drone war escalating by the day. Timeline of terror. How we got here. To understand today's bloodbath, rewind the tape. War's been grinding since 2022, but 2026 has seen renewed fury. February's energy strikes left 40% of Ukraine powerless. March ramps up. Daily drone incursions, missile salvos testing NATO-supplied Patriots to the limit. Key flashpoints. Feb 22, massive energy grid attack, hospitals, homes offline. Early March, Kharkiv endures deadly Russian missile attack on residential zones. March 7 to 8, peak carnage, 10 plus dead, apartment obliterated, city under siege. Russia claims military targets only, but footage shows otherwise. Cratered schools, burning high-rises, Ukraine accuses war crimes, UN calls for probes. This cycle, strike, counterstrike, echoes World War trench warfare, but with 21st century tech. Casualties mount, over 500,000 total dead or wounded per some estimates. Geopolitical fallout. What happens next? Now, the big picture. President Trump's administration watches closely. Re-elected in 2024, inaugurated 2025, pushing America first, but wary of escalation. Will more ATACs flow? NATO's divided. Europe screams for action. US weighs costs. Russia's economy strains under sanctions, but oil revenues fund this mayhem. Putin's betting on war fatigue. Ukrainians exhausted. West distracted by China, Middle East. Yet Zelensky's defiant, will fight till victory. Recent polls show Ukrainian resolve hardening. Global ripples. Energy prices spike. Europe's bracing for gas shortages. Food insecurity worsens. Ukraine's grain exports stalled. And don't forget the nuclear shadow. Zaporizhia plant still contested. Human stories beyond the headlines. Stats numb us, but faces don't. Meet Olena, a Kharkiv mother whose apartment block was hit. I hugged my kids as the ceiling fell, she told reporters. Or the firefighter who lost colleagues pulling survivors from flames. These aren't abstractions, their lives shattered. Resilience shines too. Volunteers delivering aid under drones, kids drawing peace signs amid ruins. It's the human cost that fuels outrage and resolve. Expert analysis, is this the turning point? Military analysts weigh in. Think tanks like ISW note Russia's shifting tactics, mass drones to exhaust defenses, saving missiles for high-value hits. Ukraine's adapting mobile air defenses, electronic warfare jamming shots mid-flight. Predictions. K is the blast. Short term, more barrages as weather clears for ground ops. Medium, stalemate unless Trump brokers talks. Long, drone proliferation changes warfare forever. Cheap, asymmetric power. One wildcard, North Korean troops reportedly aiding Russia. Iranian missiles flowing. Proxy war gone global. Why this matters to you in the USA? America, this isn't Europe's problem, it's yours. Skyrocketing gas, inflation from disrupted supply chains, billions in aid already spent, your tax dollars. Trump's vowed to end it quick. Watch Congress debates intensify. Geopolitics lesson. Ignore distant wars at peril. Russia's testing NATO. Success emboldens China on Taiwan. Call to action and close. That's the full breakdown on Russia's Kharkiv carnage and Ukraine's fierce response. What do you think? Will peace come soon or more blood? Drop comments below. Team Ukraine or negotiate now? Smash like if this informed you. Subscribe for daily global updates. Next, Middle East tensions. Turn on notifications. War doesn't sleep. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant. Stay informed.